What if I told you that the stiffness you feel every morning isn't inevitable? That the difficulty getting up from your favorite chair or the hesitation before climbing stairs doesn't have to be your new normal? Most people over 50 accept these changes as simply part of aging, but here's what the research actually shows. The loss of mobility isn't caused by age alone. It's caused by something much more controllable than you might think. Studies from leading universities have revealed that mobility decline is primarily linked to one factor: lack of daily movement patterns that challenge your body's range of motion. When we stop moving through our full range of motion regularly, our tissues adapt to this limited movement. Muscles shorten, joints stiffen, and the nervous system essentially forgets how to coordinate complex movements. But here's the remarkable part that most people don't realize. This process can be reversed at any age with the right approach. Your body has an incredible ability to adapt and improve, even decades after you think it's too late. The 5 exercises I'm going to share with you today have been specifically chosen because they target the exact movement patterns that deteriorate most rapidly after 50. These aren't just random stretches or generic movements. Each one addresses a specific aspect of functional mobility that directly impacts your daily life. The ability to reach overhead without strain, rotate your spine freely, move your hips with confidence, and maintain balance during everyday activities. What makes these exercises truly special is their accessibility. You don't need expensive equipment, a gym membership, or even much space. These can be done in your living room, wearing whatever clothes you're comfortable in. The only requirement is consistency and a willingness to reconnect with your body's natural movement capabilities. Over the next few minutes, you'll discover exactly how to perform each movement, why it works, and how it will improve specific aspects of your daily life. But before we dive into the exercises themselves, let me share something that might surprise you. The most significant improvements often happen within the first few weeks of practice. Your nervous system responds incredibly quickly to new movement patterns, sometimes showing improvements in just days. This means you won't have to wait months to feel the difference. Many people notice improved ease of movement, less morning stiffness, and greater confidence in their physical abilities within the first 2 weeks. Exercise 1: Shoulder blade squeezes. This movement addresses one of the most common issues people face after 50: forward head posture and rounded shoulders. Years of desk work, reading, using phones, or simply the gradual weakening of postural muscles creates a pattern where your shoulders roll forward and your head moves ahead of your spine. This doesn't just affect how you look, it significantly impacts your ability to breathe deeply, reach overhead, and move your arms freely. The shoulder blade squeeze specifically targets the muscles between your shoulder blades, the rhomboids and middle trapezius, while also engaging the deeper stabilizing muscles of your upper back. When these muscles strengthen and activate properly, they naturally pull your shoulders back into better alignment, opening your chest and improving your posture almost immediately. Here's how to perform this exercise correctly. Sit or stand with your arms at your sides. Imagine you're trying to hold a pencil between your shoulder blades. Squeeze your shoulder blades together while keeping your shoulders down and away from your ears. Hold this position for 5 seconds, feeling the muscles between your shoulder blades working. Then slowly release. The key is to focus on the quality of the squeeze rather than the intensity. Start with 10 repetitions, holding each squeeze for 5 seconds. As this becomes easier, you can increase to 15 or even 20 repetitions. The beauty of this exercise is that you can do it anywhere throughout your day, while watching television, sitting at a table, or even standing in line at the grocery store. This frequent activation helps retrain your postural muscles to support better alignment naturally. What you'll notice first is that reaching overhead becomes easier. Whether you're putting dishes away on high shelves, washing your hair, or simply stretching your arms above your head, the movement will feel smoother and less restricted. Your breathing may also improve as your chest opens and your rib cage can expand more fully. Many people report feeling more confident and energetic simply from standing and sitting with better posture. Exercise 2: Seated spinal twist. As we age, one of the first things we lose is the ability to rotate our spine freely. This affects everything from looking over your shoulder while driving to reaching across your body for objects. The seated spinal twist safely restores this rotational movement while also improving the health of your spinal discs and surrounding muscles. Your spine is designed to move in multiple directions, but rotation is often the first to diminish because we simply don't use it regularly in modern life. When spinal rotation decreases, compensatory movements develop. You might find yourself turning your whole body instead of just your torso, or you might avoid certain movements altogether. This exercise gently restores that natural rotational capacity. Sit in a chair with your feet flat on the floor and your back straight. Place your right hand on your left knee and your left hand behind you on the chair. Slowly rotate your torso to the left, looking over your left shoulder. The movement should come from your spine, not just your head and neck. Hold this position for 15 to 30 seconds, breathing normally throughout the stretch. The key to this exercise is moving slowly and never forcing the movement. Your spine should feel a gentle stretch, never sharp pain or significant discomfort. After holding the twist to the left, slowly return to center and repeat on the other side, placing your left hand on your right knee and rotating to the right. Perform this movement 3 to 5 times in each direction. You can do this exercise multiple times throughout the day, especially if you spend long periods sitting. It's particularly beneficial after extended periods of forward-focused activities like reading, computer work, or driving. The improvements from this exercise extend far beyond just flexibility. Better spinal rotation enhances your balance because your body can adjust more effectively to changes in your environment. It also reduces the likelihood of back strain during everyday activities that require twisting, such as getting in and out of cars or reaching for items while seated. Exercise 3, hip circles. Your hips are the powerhouse of your lower body, responsible for supporting your weight, generating power for walking, and maintaining stability during movement. Over time, hip mobility often decreases due to prolonged sitting, reduced activity levels, and natural changes in joint health. Hip circles address this by moving the hip joint through its full range of motion in a controlled, gentle manner. This exercise specifically targets hip flexibility in all planes of movement, forward and back, side to side, and rotational. It also activates the deep stabilizing muscles around the hip joint, improving both mobility and stability simultaneously. Better hip mobility translates directly into easier walking, smoother stair climbing, and reduced strain on your lower back. Stand behind a chair, holding onto the back for light support. Lift your right leg slightly off the ground, keeping your knee bent at a comfortable angle. Begin making slow, controlled circles with your knee, as if you're drawing circles in the air. Start with small circles and gradually make them larger as your hip warms up. Focus on smooth, continuous movement rather than speed or size of the circles. Make 5 circles in one direction, then reverse and make 5 circles in the opposite direction. Switch to your left leg and repeat the same pattern. The supporting leg should remain stable throughout the movement, engaging your core muscles to maintain balance. As you become more comfortable with this exercise, you can increase the number of circles or make them slightly larger. However, always stay within a comfortable range of motion. The goal is to gently mobilize the hip joint, not to push through pain or significant resistance. The benefits of improved hip mobility extend throughout your entire kinetic chain. When your hips move freely, there's less compensatory stress placed on your lower back, knees, and ankles. Walking becomes more fluid and efficient. Getting in and out of cars feels easier. Even simple activities like putting on shoes or socks become less challenging as your hip flexibility improves. What makes these first 3 exercises so effective is that they address the most common areas of mobility loss in a progressive, gentle manner. Each movement builds upon the others, creating a foundation of improved posture, spinal health, and hip function that supports better overall movement quality. Exercise 4, ankle pumps and circles. While ankles might seem like a minor concern compared to hips and spine, they're actually the foundation of every step you take. Poor ankle mobility creates a cascade of problems that travel up through your entire body. When your ankles can't move freely, your knees compensate, which affects your hips, which impacts your back. This exercise restores the natural flexibility and strength your ankles need to support confident, stable movement. Ankle stiffness is incredibly common after 50, often developing so gradually that you don't notice it until it significantly impacts your daily life. You might find yourself shuffling instead of taking full steps, feeling unsteady on uneven surfaces, or experiencing tightness in your calves and shins. These seemingly small changes can dramatically increase your risk of falls and reduce your overall confidence in movement. The ankle pump and circle combination addresses both flexibility and circulation simultaneously. Your ankles contain numerous small muscles and joints that need regular movement to maintain their health. When blood flow improves in this area, you'll often notice reduced swelling, less morning stiffness, and better overall comfort throughout the day. Sit comfortably in a chair with your back supported. Extend your right leg straight out in front of you, keeping your heel on the ground if possible. If extending fully is uncomfortable, you can keep your knee slightly bent. Point your toes away from you as far as comfortable, then flex your foot by pulling your toes back toward your shin. This pumping motion should create a gentle stretch along the back of your leg and the front of your shin. Perform this pumping motion 10 times slowly and deliberately. Feel the muscles in your lower leg working and the gentle stretch through your calf. After completing the pumps, keep your leg in the same position and begin making circles with your foot. Imagine you're drawing circles in the air with your big toe. Make 5 circles in one direction, then reverse for 5 circles in the opposite direction. Switch to your left leg and repeat the entire sequence. The key is maintaining smooth, controlled movements throughout. If you experience any cramping, slow down or reduce the range of motion. This is particularly common when people first begin this exercise, as the small muscles in the feet and ankles may not be accustomed to this type of focused movement. The improvements from better ankle mobility often surprise people with their immediate impact. Walking feels more natural and fluid. Balance improves, especially on uneven surfaces like grass, gravel, or stairs. Many people also notice reduced leg fatigue during longer periods of standing or walking, as their entire lower body mechanics become more efficient. Exercise 5. Standing balance progression. Balance is perhaps the most critical aspect of mobility for maintaining independence and confidence as we age. This final exercise ties together all the improvements from the previous movements, while specifically challenging your body's balance systems. Unlike static balance exercises that simply ask you to stand still, this progression introduces gentle challenges that mirror real-world situations. Your balance system involves 3 main components working together: your visual system, which helps you orient to your surroundings; your vestibular system in your inner ear, which detects head movement and position; and your proprioceptive system, which tells you where your body is in space through sensors in your muscles and joints. As we age, all 3 systems can become less efficient, but the remarkable news is that they all respond well to appropriate challenge and practice. This exercise progression starts simple and becomes more challenging as your confidence and ability improve. The beauty lies in its adaptability. You can always return to an easier level if needed, and you can progress at your own pace without any external pressure or timeline. Begin by standing behind a sturdy chair, lightly holding the back for support. Your feet should be hip-width apart and your weight evenly distributed. Simply practice standing tall with good posture, feeling your feet firmly planted on the ground. This might seem too easy, but it's establishing the foundation for everything that follows. Once this feels completely comfortable, try lifting your hands slightly off the chair back while maintaining your balance. You're still close enough to grab the chair if needed, but you're beginning to challenge your balance system. Hold this position for 30 seconds, focusing on staying relaxed and breathing normally. The next progression involves standing with your feet closer together, still using the chair for light support if needed. This narrower base of support increases the challenge to your balance system. As this becomes comfortable, you can progress to standing with one foot slightly in front of the other, creating what's called a tandem stance. The most advanced version involves standing on one foot, using the chair for support only as needed. Start by simply lifting one foot slightly off the ground for just a few seconds. Gradually increase the time as your balance improves. Remember, the goal isn't to eliminate the chair support entirely, but rather to gradually reduce your dependence on it as your natural balance improves. What makes this exercise particularly valuable is how it integrates with the previous movements. Better posture from the shoulder blade squeezes improves your body alignment for balance. Increased spinal rotation from the twists enhances your body's ability to make small adjustments. Improved hip mobility allows for better weight shifting, and enhanced ankle function provides a more stable base of support. The confidence that comes from improved balance extends far beyond the physical benefits. When you trust your body's ability to maintain stability, you're more likely to stay active, explore new environments, and maintain social connections that require physical mobility. This psychological benefit often proves just as valuable as the physical improvements. These five exercises work synergistically, each one supporting and enhancing the benefits of the others. The shoulder blade squeezes improve your posture foundation. The spinal twists restore crucial rotational movement. The hip circles enhance lower body mobility. The ankle exercises optimize your base of support. And the balance progression integrates all these improvements into functional real-world stability. What's particularly encouraging is how quickly you can begin to feel improvements. Your nervous system responds rapidly to new movement patterns, often showing measurable improvements within days of starting a consistent practice. This means you won't be waiting months to notice changes in how you feel and move. The key to success lies not in perfection, but in consistency. Even 5 minutes a day devoted to these movements can create meaningful changes in your mobility and confidence. Start where you are, progress at your own pace, and trust in your body's remarkable ability to adapt and improve at any age. Remember, these aren't just exercises you do once and forget about. They're tools for reclaiming the freedom of movement that belongs to you at any age. The most profound changes happen when these movements become as natural as brushing your teeth or having your morning coffee. Integration into your daily routine is what transforms occasional practice into lasting transformation. Many people make the mistake of thinking they need to set aside large blocks of time for exercise to see results. The truth is quite different. These five movements are designed to fit seamlessly into your existing day. You can perform shoulder blade squeezes while watching the news. Spinal twists can happen during commercial breaks. Hip circles work perfectly while waiting for your morning coffee to brew. Ankle exercises can be done while sitting at the kitchen table reading the paper. And balance practice can become part of your routine while talking on the phone. This approach eliminates the common barriers that prevent people from maintaining consistent movement habits. There's no need to change clothes, drive to a gym, or carve out specific workout time. The power lies in the accumulation of small, frequent movements throughout your day rather than sporadic, intense sessions. What often surprises people most is how these simple movements begin to influence other aspects of their health and well-being. Better posture from regular shoulder blade squeezes often leads to deeper, more relaxed breathing. Improved spinal mobility frequently results in better sleep quality as tension patterns release throughout the day. Enhanced hip flexibility commonly translates into less lower back discomfort during prolonged sitting or standing. The ripple effects extend beyond the physical realm as well. When you move with greater ease and confidence, social opportunities that once seemed daunting become appealing again. Taking walks with friends, playing with grandchildren, traveling to new places, or simply navigating crowded spaces all become more enjoyable when you trust your body's ability to move safely and efficiently. Your journey with these exercises will be uniquely yours. Some days, certain movements will feel easier than others. Some weeks, you'll notice dramatic improvements, while other periods might feel more subtle. This natural variation is completely normal and doesn't indicate that the exercises aren't working. Your body is constantly adapting, healing, and strengthening in ways that aren't always immediately apparent. The most important thing you can do right now is simply begin. Choose one exercise that resonates with you most, whether it's because you feel you need it most or because it seems most approachable. Practice that single movement for a few days until it feels familiar and comfortable. Then gradually add the others at your own pace. There's no rush, no competition, and no perfect way to do this. Your body has been with you for decades, adapting to countless changes and challenges. It deserves patience, respect, and gentle encouragement as you guide it toward greater mobility and freedom. Trust in the process, celebrate small improvements, and know that every movement you make is an investment in your independence, confidence, and quality of life for years to come. The stiffness you wake up with tomorrow morning doesn't have to be the same stiffness you accept next month. The hesitation you feel before climbing stairs today doesn't have to define your relationship with movement going forward. These 5 exercises offer you a pathway back to the fluid, confident movement that's still absolutely possible at any stage of life. So there you have it. 5 simple yet powerful exercises that can transform how you move and feel in your daily life. The shoulder blade squeezes that restore your posture and confidence. The spinal twists that bring back your natural rotation. The hip circles that unlock your lower body power. The ankle movements that create a stable foundation. And the balance progression that ties it all together into real-world stability and assurance. But here's what I want you to remember most. This isn't about turning back the clock or trying to move like you did decades ago. It's about honoring where you are right now and gently coaxing your body back toward its natural capacity for fluid, pain-free movement. Every single repetition you complete is a victory. Every day you show up for yourself is progress worth celebrating. The research is clear, the methods are proven, and the path forward is right in front of you. Your body is still capable of remarkable adaptation.